Hey all, I hope all is well. I hope everyone is loving, living, healing, and just wonderfully thankful to be alive. And I hope none of you actually need this video, but just in case you do, today we're going to talk about just getting rid of all the toxic everythings. Blah. All right, so first of all, you have to identify the people that are doing and the things that are making you feel that there is a weight on you. Identify the problem, identify the toxicity. When you have pain in your body, that's what you're doing. You are trying to identify where that pain is coming from, what the pain is, and how to get rid of it. It's the same with toxic things or people in your life. You have to determine what the toxicity is and how we're going to get rid of it. So when you identify what is toxic or who is toxic in your life, you have to be able to now make a plan to eliminate them. That is not being selfish. That is not being selfish on your part, because in reality, toxic people are being selfish on their part. They are draining you, your emotions, your everything, your feelings, your self-worth, your everything is being drained. So you now have to be able to take that power back and get rid of all of those toxins. And again, it could be situations, it could be people. If you have toxic friends, then listen, the first step, okay, is to be firm. Put your foot down. You deserve what you deserve. You deserve to be treated how you deserve to be treated. You deserve to have friends that are supportive of you, to have friends that connect with you. You deserve to have friends that will talk to you and communicate with you. We all have this need for connection. We all need to be connected in some space. But if that connection is bringing you down, if that connection is not the way it needs to be, or not the way you even expect and need for your life, then you need to be able to identify that and say, hey, and you say, right, I gotta go. I gotta cut this off. So be firm, because your friend, associate, whoever that person is that has been toxic, has been firm in their toxicity. So you be firm in your healing. But number 2, set boundaries. Ooh, that's a big one for me. Setting boundaries is so important when it comes to toxic people. No, you can't have all my time. No, you can't do, or say these things to me. No, I cannot be in that routine anymore of checking in on you or sending you messages, sending you emails to check in. How are you doing? No. Number 1 was be firm. Number 2, set boundaries. And your boundaries makes you realize that you have to honor your time and your self-worth by not doing certain things, by pulling back a little bit and not being as social with them and not being as interactive. It may even be that you may need to cut, block, delete from even social media. That's a hard one. Whew, that kind of leads into not being too nice. If you are getting rid of toxic people or toxic situations or toxic things, you cannot be too nice. You have to realize your self-worth, your value. That's the priority here. That is what is the standard. So it may be cruel, it may be bad, it may be whatever it is to that person, but you can't be too nice. The person that you have to be nice to is yourself. The person that you have to be nice to is the one that is going through this healing process, going through this journey. And if that toxic person is not a part of that, then why extend your kindness and, exert your energy on this person that's not going to serve you the purpose of healing? Which leads into the next key point here, which is, it's really not your job to save them. It's not your job to be the hero in the situation. It's not your job to, it's not your job to save them. Point blank, period. Full stop. Because you are not their hero. You're not their savior. If they need Jesus, then they need to go. But that's not your job. Your job is to heal. Your job is to love on yourself. Your job is to love those who have loved you. Your job is to show love to those who won't take advantage of you. Even those people who can't give it back. Sometimes you're like homeless people or blah, 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 whatever. But your job is not to save toxic people that have taken from you. And of course, we have to realize that when it's done, when that relationship is done, that relationship is done. There's no going back and forth. There is no, I have to have closure. Sometimes we often want to have closure, but closure is a myth. Closure is something that, we want to come back to that person and ask why, or say, okay, this is how we can be friends in this manner, and kind of say, hey, we can have these this minimal relationship, but it's not needed. If a toxic person has been draining you, then why hold on to that? Because your healing depends on it. Your mental health, your emotional wellness depends on it. So when a relationship is done, when a friendship is done, it is done. Now, I'm not saying that there's no chance of redemption for you and that person, but the best apology is changed behavior. If that person wants to be a part of your life, you have to see how that benefits you, and you have to see how you benefit them. If you're being the toxic one, then you have to change your ways. If they were being the toxic one, then there are some ways that they need to show you that they've changed. So treat it like it's a breakup. It is a full-on breakup. It is a full-on separation of cutting ties with a toxic person. Realize that if you are losing a relationship, what has that relationship done for you? What will losing the relationship do to you? And kind of go forth from there, because you have to be able to make your decision. Hey, if this relationship is not serving me, or I have to end this relationship, what is it that I'll be losing? If it's nothing, then we have to move on. It's a whole breakup. Breakups are sad. Breakups are hurtful. Breakups cause healing. But I always say, even in dating and friendships, they make you really find out about yourself. They make you find out about your needs. They make you find out about your expectations, your desires. And if you have to break that tie with somebody, then that's something that needs to be done so that you can move on to what you need, what you expect, what you love, and what you need in your life. Toxic people are not worth your time. They're not worth my time. They don't serve the purpose of healing. Toxic people are not your responsibility to save. Your healing is important. Your life, your mental health, your sanity is important. And if that is in jeopardy by what somebody is doing or somebody is saying, or a situation that you're in, or something that is not serving the purpose of your journey and promoting wellness and positivity in your journey, time to cut it out. So I appreciate you watching. I know this video is a little long, but Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for taking the time out to heal. Thank you for taking the time out to give yourself this permission to be what you need to be for yourself and not for anybody else.